Hi guys, I'm Ken, the Boring Fisherman. I'm out in the barn. You can probably hear this crackling next to me, and if you can't, then just know it's crackling. Got a bunch of Swiss cheese in here. This is my smoker. I got some mesquite and alder chips in here, in my Big Chief. The girls brought home a 25-pound block of Swiss cheese today. And one of the things I like to do when we have an excess of cheese is make smoked cheese. So I just turned this on so it isn't smoking yet. It's heating up, you can hear it. But we're making some smoked Swiss. So follow along and I'll show you how that goes. So here's one of the racks in my smoker. It came with just the metal rack originally, but I bought the mesh racks that go on them, the little mesh liners. Those work really good with the cheese because when it gets warm while it's smoking, it will try to fall through the rack, and the mesh helps with that. So with these front load Chief smokers like this one, if you're doing cheese, you want to only use these top two shelves. So you can't just fill the whole thing with 25 pounds of cheese. I think this is all of the Swiss that we're going to smoke out of that brick, but you only use the top two shelves. And I'll show you why here in a second. So my smoker is a front load model. Top load models are a pain in the butt for trying to do this with because they're a top load. But according to the instructions that came with my Big Chief, when you're doing cheese, is you space the bottom of the door out a couple of inches so that it's open on the top. I can see the cheese in there. What that's going to do is let all the heat out. These smokers get up to like 170 degrees, but having it cracked like this lets the heat out so the cheese won't melt, and lets all that smoke flow from that tray in the bottom under here. Lets all that smoke flow up and get across all that cheese. The cheese won't absorb a ton of smoke, but it'll give it a nice smoky flavor and a good color change. It takes about an hour to make smoked cheese. Coincidentally, that's about how long it takes to burn one tray of chips out of this smoker. So it's one tray of chips, and I like to flip the cheese every 15 minutes. So I'm going to come back here in 15 minutes and we're going to flip the cheese. And we'll do that every 15 minutes for an hour. Through the magic of television, it has been 15 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and pull these trays out. It's going to take both hands, and I'm going to flip all this cheese over to the other side. All right, the cheese is all flipped over. I'm going to put the door back, just kind of rests there. Then I just put the bottom so it's on the handle of the chip tray. Got smoke rolling out the top. This will be ready in about a half an hour. Well, it's now the done time for the cheese. It's been an hour, still a little bit of smoke coming out. I'm gonna get these off the rack. That is beautiful. I'm looking forward to taking a taste test out of this piece right here. Alright guys, it's taste test time. I know you can see some smoke in here. I'm not crazy. This room actually has a chimney. It's set up because we do all of our meat smoking in here. It's just not evacuating very fast. Anyway, I broke off a piece of that cheese I just showed you. The camera isn't going to show you, but there's a nice little color line around the outside from the smoke. And like I said, I smoked this in a mix of mesquite and alder. Alder is like my favorite chip to smoke with. But Swiss smokes up pretty good. Oh, that's real good. Nice and smoky. Still tastes like Swiss. It's a little firm. Swiss is, I guess, always firm, but it's definitely firmed up on the outside. It's formed that pellicle from the smoke. It's good. Well, guys, there you have it. That's how to smoke cheese in a Big Chief smoker. It's one of my favorite things to do. It's good all year. We actually do a big batch of this every month or every other month, and we like to send some to our family that's away and out of town, and it's a family favorite whenever we have a family get together. So hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and we'll see you next time.